Over the last year, I've had the pleasure of reviewing multiple MRM or Muddy Rivers minifigures, and today I have a brand new figure to me at least. It's been a couple months since this came out. It's the Moon Knight figure by them. I bought this one from Custom Lego UK, I believe, and it got a little bit damaged in the international shipping, which is too bad. Moving this one out of the way quick. Like you saw with the Daredevil one, similar packaging to what they've been doing. It's a silver tier, which means it's below 60. It's the 24th figure in their series, which is kind of an inconsistent number. And I got the 16th one out of this release. On the back, nothing, but it does have a cape for Moon Knight. And like I mentioned, the clamshell there got a little bit busted in shipping, which at least it did its job. The figure looks like it's intact. Let's crack this box open and get the figure on the stand. Just starting out with Moon Knight here, without the cape on to give you a better look. See some really cool metallic printing on the belt as well as the moon logo on the chest. So that's really nice to see and must be pretty innovative. I don't see a lot of companies using stuff like that. Back of the head, you see it does have an alternative expression. And pretty typical for Moon Knight. Not a whole lot going on, but you know, for a comic character that makes sense. Let's throw on the cape. And altogether, this figure works very well, especially just for a classic comic Moon Knight. And it's great to finally have this character in my collection. Really loving that silver paint. Looks like I might have some scratches in it though, which is a bit unfortunate. I do like the eye printing there, works very well. But to me, I kind of like the black look with the white eyes instead. Let's switch to the other expression. And this is getting a little bit closer to what I expect when I think of comic Moon Knight. I do wish it was just a full black head there with the white eyes, but this is definitely an interesting look as well. Unfortunately, again, looks like I have a chip in the black there, so overall the quality control on this figure isn't perfect. The package was smashed, there's scratches on the figure here, so a bit disappointing to see that from MRM. And now having the comic version in hand, it's kind of fun to have it next to the MCU versions from the collectible minifigure series. And these all kind of have some fun combinations of parts. And I'm going to kind of fig barf something together to see what we can get together with everything. And I think this is a very fun combination, using the legs and the arms from the main Moon Knight figure. Still use the torso and head from the MRM version. The hood here, also a great part addition. But I'll check out another combo quick, which uses the Mr. Knight head, which I also think looks pretty cool and kind of makes the overall look be a little bit more raggedy, with the extra little bit of stitching on the mask that adds a little bit more texture. And for one last comparison, let's throw on the main Moon Knight figurehead, which again also looks nice. I just think having a nice clean white suit like this is going to look very cool no matter what. And all these parts being put together just adds a little bit of extra taste and flavor, having more detail and just texture. But even just having the simple, plain torso looks great, and I just think that's just because it is a great design from the comics, and the added detail everywhere else just is the perfect place for that. One last mashup, and back to the other head from the MRM figure with the minifigure hood. And I don't think this is my favorite combination. I think one of the other heads with this figure is better, but it's great to just see it all together, and I hope this was helpful if you're trying to figure out different ways to do your Moon Knight figures. Liking the figure overall, it's nice to have more comic options, especially characters like this that were in the Marvel games, which is something that they kind of focus on. And I'm glad I was able to pick this up. Let's throw it onto the rotating stand and get to the final verdict. Like I'm always saying, it's always nice to get some really cool comic Marvel characters, especially ones in this Marvel Knight sort of lineup. Moon Knight here fits in perfectly, whether it is with more custom figures like the MRM Daredevil or official minifigures like all these other ones. That is what I look for in these custom minifigures, is just continuity and infinite amounts of use where it can fit in with different characters. So I'll definitely give that points here. There were some quality control issues that I pointed out, but it looks clean. The metallic silver looks really cool and different. It might not show up as well on camera, but in person, it definitely is a cool feature. And I'm really hoping to get more comic Marvel figures in the future, and I'm sure MRM's not going to disappoint. If you want to see more custom Marvel videos or more custom LEGO videos overall, check out all the videos on my channel. I've been Brick Ratty Up, and I'll see you in the next video.